Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, today's reflection is taken from the Gospel according to John, chapter 7, verse 1 to 2, verse 10, verse 25 to 30. How courageous are you in your desire to spread your faith? In the Gospel for today, even if there was a threat on his life, Jesus still secretly went to Judea to attend the feast of the tabernacle. He courageously spoke in the temple area at the risk of his life, where his courage does comes from. It originates from his deep oneness and intimacy with God. Let us also aspire to have the same intimacy with God, so that we would also have the courage to express what we want to say on how God has made a big difference in our life, so that we would be able to face and overcome whatever problems and trials that may come on our way. Brothers and sisters, a good way to start is to have a regular time for God through our daily readings of His words in the Bible, through our presence at church, and through our prayer. If we do these acts of worship and piety, we surely would develop an intimacy with Jesus Christ. And the result is we would have the courage to live His teachings, share it, and even preach it. A faithful follower should live and preach the teachings of Jesus Christ. If he or she cannot preach, it's because not everyone has the gift of preaching. He or she must live it. For this is one of the many marks of a faithful follower of Jesus. What kind of a follower are you? Are you a follower in name only, or in name and in deed? Brothers and sisters, in the Gospels of the last 2 weeks of Lent, there is a growing sense of impending danger for Jesus Christ. As this drama unfolds, the intensity continues to build. Today, Jesus is traveling and preaching in Galilee. He had decided not to travel in Judea because he knew that the Jews, they were plotting to kill him. But however, as the time drew near, many of his disciples planned to travel to Jerusalem for Passover. Eventually, Jesus also decided that he would go to Jerusalem. However, he must have experienced some uncertainty about this decision as he decided to go in secretly. Take a moment and put yourself in the shoes of Jesus Christ. Imagine what it will be like knowing that people hate or fear you so intensely that they are plotting to kill you. It's not easy. But Jesus truly was a good man. He was a man of deep love and compassion for all people. He had never hurt or scorned anyone, yet he challenged the Jewish officials and know they were beginning to plot against him. Did this men truly disagree with Jesus' teaching, or were they simply afraid of his popularity and influence with the people? Take a time and meditate on these questions. When Jesus arrived in Jerusalem, immediately he was recognized. They began to ask one another, "Is this the man the authorities are plotting to kill?" They were surprised that given the possible danger to him that Jesus continued to preach and teach in the temple area. Naturally, not everyone believed in Jesus, especially some of the temple officials. They doubted because they knew where Jesus was from. He was from Cana, a very small town in Galilee. Yet they also had been taught that when the Christ did come, no one would know from where he came. How could this man be the Christ if the prophecy was correct? And they continued to argue about this. Finally, Jesus heard it. He spoke loudly to the people and told them, "Truly, you know who I am. You know where I was born and grew up. Yet I was sent here by another, someone you do not know, but I know him." Many of the people were confused by the words of Jesus Christ. Amen.